Welcome to ELS 256 Presentation Skills MOOC. Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Madam Nur Shafika Zabidin and I'll be your facilitator/instructor for this topic. So let's dive into it. In the previous video, I have introduced about the topic of delivery technique. In the video, I've explained that there will be three themes or three elements or three subtopics under delivery techniques. So in this video, we will look at the first element or subtopic, which is verbal cues. By the end of this lesson, hopefully you will know of all verbal cues involved in presentation, be aware of them, and apply them in your presentation effectively. Verbal cues refer to the use of language in our presentation. It is vital to remember and understand that the words that we choose and the way we say those words will affect how we are received by the audience. There are 6 verbal cues that we have to be aware of and apply carefully when we want to have an effective presentation. These 6 are pronunciation, enunciation, denotation, connotation, repetition, and simple words. The first verbal cue that we have to take note of is pronunciation. It refers to the way words sound when they are spoken. To have an effective presentation, we have to say these words correctly. For instance, the word pronunciation itself is sometimes mispronounced as pronunciation. This is due to confusion between the base form of the word, which is pronounce, and the noun form of the word, which is pronunciation. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to have an effective presentation, say our words correctly. Next, enunciation. This is the second verbal cue that we have to take note about. Enunciation is the way we make the distinct sounds within words. Now, when we want to have an effective presentation, we have to say our words clearly. For instance, when we have two terms almost similar, that are almost similar, here we have the word pronunciation and enunciation. We have to make sure that we state them clearly. Pronunciation and enunciation. The next two verbal cues that we are going to discuss are denotation and connotation. Denotation refers to the dictionary meaning of the words, while connotation is the meanings gained through culture and society. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when we are preparing for our presentation, we have to choose our words wisely and carefully. This is because in some cultures, certain words are considered acceptable, appropriate, but the same words might be inappropriate or unacceptable in some other cultures. For instance, some culture might view the word die, D-I-E, as perhaps too direct or inappropriate in some situations. But they prefer to use the word pass away instead of die. So again, when we talk about the words that we choose in presentation, we have to be wise and careful and check the meanings of the words, whether from both from the dictionary as well as in terms of the culture and the context. Especially when you have a multiracial audience in front of you or unfamiliar audience in front of you. The fifth verbal cue that we have is repetition. Now, in order to have an effective presentation, we have to repeat keywords and rephrase important points for the audience. For example, in this video, I have repeated the topic again and again since it is the topic of the day. Next, the last verbal cue is simple words. Again, when we want to have an effective presentation, we have to make the complex as simple as possible. Now, this is what I hope I managed to get in my presentation. I try my best to use the simplest words that I can in order to help my audience. Now, what is the function of presenters? Repeating the keywords, using simple words in their presentation. It is to help the audience in receiving and remembering the messages that the presenters are trying to send. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of this topic, which is verbal cues. To conclude, there are 6 verbal cues that we have to take note of and apply effectively in our presentation. The 6 verbal cues are pronunciation, enunciation, denotation, connotation, repetition, and simple words. And with that, I thank you and hope to see you in my next video.